All right, cool.
All right, we're on. So Bohemian Rhapsody to me, I understand why people liked it. You know what I mean? Like it felt a bit TV movie.
It looked
Like
TV movie.
of the week. To
Well,
me.
it also felt like those movies. There's not really a story there. It's like a biography. It's like here's the career of this band, but there's not really a story per se.
Right. Well, it felt very dramatized. Like you needed a hero. You needed, all these characters that make a movie
Here's
or
the
a TV
thing.
show work.
When he told his band he had AIDS, it didn't fucking matter. Like no one's cared. There was no emotion there. You know what I mean?
You mean in the movie?
In the movie, right? Like there was nothing up to that point. I feel like the guy who portrayed Freddie Mercury had zero emotion, and when it got to that point, it was like, okay, you have AIDS, all right. Like where it should have been.
That seems like it would be like a
of course, like
bomb being dropped. Yeah,
of course, like. I don't know. I wasn't a fan. I mean, I am a fan of Freddie Mercury and Queen, but I feel like this movie didn't.
But now you're not.
But now I hate them. Now I hate them all.
All right. Here's what I enjoyed was that, and I felt like up until the end, I was kind of like, I don't know. This seems a little too hokey to me. This seems a little too like Lifetime.
It really did look like a
thing.
Lifetime movie, and I think that Bryan Singer makes movies that look like Lifetime movies. That's his move.
Yeah.
Even the X-Men movies, it looked like, okay, it could have been like a made for Lifetime drama.
Yeah, like TLC, my strange addiction to mutations. X-Men, right? Yeah,
A little on the nose, but yeah, I totally see where you're coming from with that.
Well, here's what I liked about it was the ending. They showed like basically a whole concert
Live Aid, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and I don't feel like you ever get that in a movie. Like, you know what I mean? It's like
So they Purple Rained it.
yeah,
They did the whole thing.
They
And
like
they-
5 or 6 songs of them, miming this.
If
this
you
performance.
watch the bonus features on that, they did the entire 20 some odd minute performance of the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Of their whole set.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
And I felt like it felt triumphant.
It is, but that's not a movie. That's not what I want out of a movie.
Yeah.
It was
I
cool,
like
but-
that because that's like my thing, you know what I mean?
because
And,
you play music.
right. Yeah.
I sometimes I forget that. And I just think, oh, it's Frank in the fucking camouflage
But
shirt.
think about this, right?
What do you think his day job is, Sean? Like, what do
I
you
don't really think about that.
I don't know
Okay.
either, to be honest. But all right, think about this. Like, say you went to say Freddie Mercury was a comic author.
Right.
And the ending of the movie was just him writing these fucking
That'd be
pages.
so fucking boring.
But that's like that.
No,
normally
I
happens,
get it.
you know what
I
mean? Where it's
totally
like,
get it.
like they play the show and like
Absolutely.
the curtain opens and then the movie ends.
Right.
They don't go
I-
through 20 minutes of them actually performing it
Right.
because it's never that. It's like,
Well, yeah, because the reality of being a recording artist or a touring band is it's a lot of hurry up and wait. There's so much boring shit that happens.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, thank
Yeah.
God for the internet now, because like touring back when Live Aid was happening, they had to be like, okay, cool. We have like these, maybe we have a VCR or a Betamax on the tour bus. We're going to watch some like Richard Pryor comedies or something.
Yeah, that happens a lot. Sure.
So, welcome to the Casual Interactions Podcast. This is an episode where we're going to actually answer some of your questions. A little while ago on Twitter, I put out a call for questions, and boy, you didn't let me down. So, there are a ton of questions. We're not going to get to them all on this episode, obviously. However, we're going to answer as many as we can. So, thank you for emailing me. And spoilers, it's not Frank you're emailing. It's me. It's Hambone.
Dear Frank.
It was a lot of Dear Frank.
Oh, right. No, you're getting somebody with way better hair.
Well, thank you.
Reading those
That's so nice
emails.
of you to notice. It's funny because a lot of the questions that came were like, this is for Frank. So,
Oh,
if
it's
you're not
specific?
Frank,
Specifically?
read it to Frank. It's like,
Oh, yeah. It's a secret.
Read it to Frank.
Secret Frank emails.
all right. So first off, we had a gal named Beatrice who hit,
There's no way.
no, swear to God, I'm reading it right now.
Really?
And it's funny because this came in October because someone was clever enough, Beatrice, back in October to go, oh, wow, I wonder if I just email this address for the podcast if they're actually going to get it. Well, Beatrice, we got your email.
Our
That-
first email.
That's my mom's middle name.
Is it your mom's real name?
No.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't think it's her.
All right.
You don't think she emailed us?
I don't think she would know how to.
Well, if
Do I
She
sound
didn't.
really far away, by the way?
no, you sound good.
You sure? Oh, okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
I feel like I sound
You don't look that far away.
really. Yeah. I keep trying to dodge the mic because I can't see anyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like this.
Well, because you're on the couch. The couch is really comfortable.
It is really. I feel like I've sunk into the couch and that I'm in this weird K-hole, and I'm talking, but I'm very far away as I sink.
Yeah. I'm looking at you like, what is he doing?
I know. Yeah.
He keeps waving his arms. He's just becoming one with the couch.
Somebody help me.
So Beatrice would like to know, during life, was it easy to keep in touch and maintain your friendships?
During life.
I'm giving you the Reader's Digest version here. She really enjoyed the first episode.
Okay.
It was very exciting to hear. But she wants to know that during life, was it hard to keep in touch and maintain your friendships? She finds herself afraid of that happening as she gets older, like with people kind of moving and going in their own directions. I'm paraphrasing right now, but yeah, hope you're able to read this, Beatrice. We're reading it right now.
Is it a very long email? Is that the deal?
It's like 4 lines.
It's 4 lines. Hambone can't be bothered.
We're reading the question on
Beatrice,
air.
next time, Cliff Notes, please. Well, I think it's like with anything, you have to make the effort, you know?
Right.
And some people are better at it than others at different times
I'm not very
during
good at
life.
it at all.
No, well, I mean, you know, we're fucking big. Everybody's got, you know, we got families and shit, and Hamlin's got really good hair, and
I've got really great hair. I mean, it's like the one thing I have
hard.
going for me.
It's fucking hard, man. Like, yes, you have to work at it, but also if the friendship is a true friendship, like you're going to be able to pick up where you
Jump
left
right
off,
back
jump
in,
right back
yeah.
in. Yeah,
Exactly.
you know, I'm not gonna. Here's the thing.
That was,
What?
I feel like that was there. You moved closer to the microphone to do that.
Yeah. I feel like if there was no pop filter there, you'd actually
Hold
smell
on
that
a second while I burp into your fucking ear hole.
Well, I want to make sure you got the depth of it. I feel like here's the thing. If a friendship is too much fucking work, like if it's like having another girlfriend or something like that, like then it's what's the point? You know,
Yeah.
like you're not gonna get upset with somebody that they're not fucking texting you every minute and you know.
So time and space is a good way to weed out the shitty friends.
There you go. Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. If they're still there after a couple of years of fucking shunning,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're your true friends.
So the takeaway from this is shun everybody.
Shun
for
everyone.
a few years
and then see.
what you can get back.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Me shunning
right.
you is actually for your benefit.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that means
Right.
I like it. I like you a lot.
right.
If I don't ever call or text or write you.
See, there you go. But 5 years later, if we meet in the mall again, you're like, wow, he actually was a good friend.
Oh, he was a great friend. Look at him.
We'll meet you at the food court, Beatrice.
Look at him. Look at him. Look
at him.
Look at him. He's walking away. He doesn't even acknowledge I'm here. That guy's a great friend. Thank you.
Oh, shit. All right. Also, thank you to Chelsea and Haley for the first emails back in October. We're not going to respond, but we're letting you know we read them.
See, we're good friends.
We are better.
We're just
better
shunning
at it.
you.
You're shunning the shit out of you.
Wait, did you get any emails from past friends of any of ours?
No, I didn't.
No past?
No past friends.
Huh.
Wow.
No past friends. I did get one from Taylor in Australia who'd like to know, did we ever feel like Pencey Prep was going to take off? Or did you always know deep down that it was more of a stepping stone in your lives?
It was going to fail miserably.
Fail.
No. I feel like anytime you start a band and you record something, you're like, holy shit, this is it. This is going to be it.
Yeah.
You know? I think. Don't you?
I agree.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
You have
otherwise,
to.
why do it?
Why do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. She actually has a great sub question, though.
Oh, okay.
Also, unrelated question. Do you guys believe in ghosts?
I wish that I could say like for sure yes that I believe in.
But do you really want to?
Do I
like-
want to believe in it? I want there to be something like undeniable proof that there is another plane
of
out
existence?
there. Yeah, I think that would be comforting to
Right.
people. I think.
Right. I don't know if I would want a ghost hanging around me.
No.
Oh, hell no.
No.
As a person who
I don't
actually
want-
believes in
yeah.
ghosts, I'm going to say no.
You don't. You do believe in them. You
Believe
just,
in them, don't want to hang out with them.
You don't. Have you ever seen one?
Not that I can prove.
Okay, but not. All right.
Not that I can prove.
Yeah. So why do you believe in them?
I don't know. I kind of, I guess, grew up, I grew up Catholic.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, it's kind of been ingrained in me since I was a small kid, the afterlife, heaven, hell, all that jazz. However, I personally believe, and I want to believe that there's got to be something else out there. There's got to be
believe
something
that
after.
too.
I don't know what it is. I'm also like a very creative person, so I get myself all revved up and spooky and spooked out about some stuff. So I don't know, man. I just feel like it's got to go somewhere, and why wouldn't it still kind of hang out? And if it does, I don't want to hang out with it.
So it's supernatural anxiety.
Thank you. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
And that's why you're the writer of the
I
group,
like
Shaun.
that. I like that.
Fantastic.
It's all right. So here's a strange thing for like the past couple of years, or whatever. So I was in a really shitty accident, and part of me is never been truly convinced that I made it out. So
That's weird.
that's a weird one, right? Well, think about this, right? So think about a near death experience. You have that, and then realizing, because the more that you think and fucking process and sink into like your own weird couch K-hole, you start to think like no one can convince you that reality is reality.
yeah.
Or is it just something that that your brain is manufacturing? And what if that is the afterlife, is just like,
But that
these
would mean that Hambone.
synapses happen.
But that would mean that Hambone and I right now are in your reality.
right.
But
Yeah.
then we have our own lives.
no, everything revolves around.
But no, we do, because I go home and I have kids, and Hambone has
I mean,
Elvira, and
I
do
only
love
see
Elvira.
that though when I'm here.
but we see it though.
Not
Yeah.
in my.
Actually,
I
I got to say, Frank, that if I am a figment of your imagination, I'm actually mad at you for not making me taller.
what about me? I should be taller. So I get the tall first, and then you can come along.
Yeah, God. Yeah.
Yeah.
This whole not being able to reach the top shelf is just really irking me. Thanks for nothing.
I imagine step stools.
Well,
You
where
have
are
the
they?
ability?
So we have Maggie, who did not say where she's from, has two questions. And the first one I'm going to answer for Frank. It's Frank, I love you, adopt me. We're going to go with no.
Definitely not.
Second,
Too
she
many
wants
freeloaders in my house to
a
begin
lot
with.
of freeloaders. Yeah. She wants to know, have you ever felt disgusted about your hair? I mean, I love it, but I want to know how you feel
About
about it.
Frank's hair?
This is directly for Frank and his hair.
Oh, this is stupid.
Let me see what else we got here. That's actually an email from the website. That's not a question.
Spam.
That's spam.
Wait, let's answer that one.
Hambone asking himself questions.
Okay, so
Would you like to extend your reach to your friends?
yeah, also which disproves his whole "we're in his head" thing because I
Right.
guess
Well, I
I still get spam email.
spam.
Yeah.
I have a really good, like, realistic imagination. I'm telling you.
All right. So Emma wants to know, as a kid, if there were any books or movies or art that inspired you or changed your perspective on things.
That's a good one. What do you think? Anyone?
As a kid, like,
All right, yeah. What were you into as a kid that really shaped your existence?
Well, I definitely would say that I read a prayer for Owen Meany, and my big takeaway was
Oh, man, I
don't
love
give
that book.
roadhead because you might get in an accident.
It's also thinner, isn't it?
Yeah, that's also thinner. Don't
Yeah.
insult people because they might put a curse on you.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I love that book too. That was a great book. Yeah. I guess Catching the Rise, an easy answer. I feel like I only got into comics like later on
Right.
in life. I'm trying to think of like early shit. My dad would show me like old Vincent Price movies,
That's awesome.
and then later on, like we started like getting into like the newer 80s stuff, like slasher flicks, like Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff like that. And I felt so cool getting to watch that stuff.
how old were you when you were watching
I
that?
think. When did 4 come out?
Nightmare on Elm Street 4?
Yeah,
Oh, that was still in the late 80s, I think.
late 80s. So I mean,
You were
Yo-
watching in the late 80s, really?
yeah,
8, 9 years old?
probably.
Wow.
And I think getting to like see like the older stuff, like like
Mm.
House on Haunted Hill and The Tingler. And
Did you watch that new one, by the way, on Netflix?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I thought there was a couple of cool reveals, but all in
Yeah.
all, the ending of it pissed me off because like everything's like so happy and everything's okay.
I
It's
stopped at the last episode.
The Haunting of Hill House?
Like,
I don't know why.
Because you got
I
scared.
like that you just joked. That's like jerking
That's
almost to
it.
completion, and then just be like, I'm gonna walk away. I think that there's too much happening where where people are remaking things and then turning it into like these feel good, like everyone's okay type deals.
Right.
Is that how that ended? Was it feel good fucking really?
I mean,
Nightmare
can't-
4?
No. I'm sorry. We jumped.
the Netflix Hill House.
Hill House. Haunting of Hill House.
Yeah, I mean, it's look. Well, first and foremost, everything is an allegory for PTSD. Like currently, anything produced over the last like 3 years and in production now, everyone's got PTSD for something. So yeah, I really did enjoy the Haunting of Hill House, but I agree with you that when they went home with it, it was like, okay, but now everything feels good.
Right.
It's like we got all the way here, but now we're okay. It's fine.
Huh.
What happened was fine. It wasn't fine.
Do we care about spoilers?
I don't think we should.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I mean, by the time this episode comes out, it's going to be
a year, right?
It's going to be a year
Like,
later.
You can't worry about people if they're not going to do shit.
Yeah.
Right?
If you're not going to live your life,
yeah, like
and watch things.
How about you, Sean? Any books or art shape you as a kid?
I don't know, man. I'm trying to think, and I don't know. No, I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
I definitely think there's things that
like maybe DuckTales.
DuckTales. Yeah.
Have you seen the new one?
Yes, it's very good.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
I like it a lot.
Yeah.
Very good show.
My kids like it too.
Yeah,
That's important.
It is because they have some terrible taste in things.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
terrible
holy
taste.
shit.
has the youngest one outgrown Daniel Tiger yet or no?
Oh yeah.
Thank
no,
God.
he's done with that. But you notice like when they're like if they don't feel good or something, they'll like all of a sudden revert back to like real baby shows or something like that. It's almost like a comforting thing. I've noticed.
No,
That's what happens with my kids. I did it too as a kid. Like
I guess that explains why I watch Star Wars so much.
yeah, you're like you're like yeah, like if you're in a depression, you just want to watch fucking I don't know. Yeah.
Hey man, I'm doing better this winter. The apartment's
Fraggle
clean.
I've just noticed that like if they're sick or something like that, they'll like end up turning on some like Disney Junior type thing,
Okay.
and it's cool. It's cool by me.
Hey man, whatever
what do
gets
you
you
wanna
through
do?
after school, right?
But they're definitely like Miles is really into Teen Titans.
Oh yeah, that's
awesome.
great.
Yeah.
He's watched the
Yeah.
Teen Titans Go.
Yeah,
That thing's the best. Did
Yeah,
you see the
that was
movie?
great.
yeah.
That shit was great.
Yeah. They love that. The girls just found out about Hannah Montana,
Oh boy.
Oh,
and that stuff's been on like on demand. So there's a lot of Hannah Montana happening at the house right now, which is
That's a little
you can
extra.
Tell by my voice, it's
Yeah.
it's like a polar vortex inside the house.
Yeah. And you're just like you're just watching and you're like, all right, kid, just wait till you find out what happens after the show goes off the air.
Well, my favorite is like the didn't realize like the southernness of the voices. I'd never seen the show until
Right.
this week
I've
or
never
like
seen it.
last week. It's like, oh daddy, I had such a bad time at school yesterday.
Wow, like that much?
It's
Holy
crazy.
shit.
It's crazy, dude. I couldn't believe it.
wow.
I really couldn't believe it. And it sounds like I think Miley Cyrus has like a retainer in or something too. So she also has
She
like
might.
a
She was like super young when
weird,
she made
yeah,
that.
super young. Like she has a great voice or whatever. She's singing and all that stuff. But then when she's just like doing dialogue, it's like it's lispy
Oh,
and then
really?
also very southern that drawl.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, and there was like a episode where Dolly Parton was on. It was so much. It was so much to take in.
Yeah. So hey man, that's the joy of parenthood. You got to watch some stuff that maybe you weren't really expecting to watch.
I
that
was
day.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the other thing too is Jermaine just recently got a Peloton
bike. Mhm.
and there's like these classes, which it's awesome. I love it so much. The seat kind of hurts my testicular area,
Oh,
but other than that, I'm really enjoying it. The other thing that sucks about it is that the music on like because I'm only in like the first 2 weeks of it,
Right.
and it's like these introductory courses which are very like pop based and like country based. I guess they just kind of like put on music that the majority of normal people listen to,
Right.
and it's fucking debilitating.
Oh, you can't pump your own music
Oh
in
my
there?
God. Well, no, you're like taking these classes where like people are like, like they kind of give you like the range of how you're supposed to do this
Yeah.
thing. And up until 2 weeks ago, I was able to say, I've never heard Rascal Flatts. And now I can't ever say that again. And it fucking irks me real bad.
Yeah, some things you can't unhear, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I go to Retrofit and I've been to a couple different ones, and Retrofit is a gym where they also play movies. So like on the treadmill.
Oh, really?
Yeah, treadmill room. They have like treadmills, bikes, and ellipticals in one room, and they play
Is the whole thing like a Rocky fucking, like, what do you call it?
montage.
Montage? Yeah, where they're like
You'd like to-
high-fiving in the ocean.
You'd like to think so, but no. So it's a dark room, so you can run to movies. So I've actually, the one I go to mainly, they kind of keep showing X3 and Lord of the Ring: The Two Towers and Paul Blart Mall Cop. So
Wow.
that's a spread that I'm watching. So I will tell you, there's something very serene about running on a treadmill to Lord of the Rings, because they're walking, you're walking. It's kind of you're there together. You're on your way to
Fireworks.
Mordor. Yeah. Now, I've been to other ones though, and it depends, I guess, on the management. Because I've been to some other ones. One place was like playing horror movies, and they were playing like hair metal, and I'm like, man, if this was like the town I was living in, I'd go to the gym so much more. Because then, like, you go to the one that's local to you, and it's all like Rascal Flatts. It's all like weird pop hip hop, but not rap. It's just kind of whatever straddles the line there. Like the first time I think I heard Nicki Minaj was in the gym. Definitely an experience when you're trying to like work out when you can't work out to the thing you'd normally listen to.
Right. I want to go to the Poison Gym though. That sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah, dude. It used Wallington. It used to be in Wallington. Like I went there a couple times because I was in the area, and it was great.
Because basically, I mean, 80s hair metal videos are basically just workout videos.
It is. Everyone's wearing spandex already. I mean, they were the ones originally wearing the Lululemon, but they had zebra print on them.
Dude, that's a gym right there.
That really is. God, I miss it.
All right.
So, you want to take another question?
Yes.
All right. This was actually one of my favorite questions. It's from Zoe in Bath, England.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Since coconuts grow hair and
wait, real quick. Can you do it in an English accent?
Yeah.
All right. I'm from England.
Yeah. All right. That was good.
Since coconuts grow hair and produce milk, are they actually classed as mammals?
It's kind of Australian.
I don't know. I got nothing, man.
I like that.
Oh, that was good.
Well, let me tell you,
good.
playing D&D, one of my go-tos is I kind of slaughter my way through a Scottish accent, and I roll up to a table one day, and one of the gals I was playing with is actually from Scotland.
Oh no!
And it completely nullified what I would do and like say in D&D, because it's like, well, I can't say that because you're right there. But yeah, so Zoe from Bath wants to know, since coconuts grow hair and produce milk, are they actually classed as mammals?
No.
I would have a coconut pet.
You would have a coconut pet?
What would you name the pet?
Shitball.
I like that. That was good. Done and done.
That's it. All right.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, just because.
Where do you go from there?
I don't know where you go from there. I mean, I would name mine Balthazar, definitely. Coconut pet, I don't know, because I like a lot of tiki drinks, so I feel like it wouldn't last too long. It's like why I could never have a pig as a pet, because I love bacon so much.
Because you would eat it.
I would eat it.
Milk the coconut.
I mean, if there was a way to milk the coconut without killing the coconut, I would totally do that. But I just don't trust myself.
I like coconut.
I hate coconuts, man.
Really?
Oh,
my dad likes coconut.
I used to hate coconuts too.
I think they're shitty.
I think it's a lot of work to get into a coconut.
No, I'm not saying I don't like them because you have to break the shit open and then eat
you don't
it.
like what
I don't like what
result.
they taste like.
Okay. I wasn't saying that you were I was explaining I felt like, if I were him, I would say maybe the juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Oh.
How did you know that's what I was going to say next?
That's good,
God,
man.
that's years of friendship right there, everybody.
That's good.
All right. So yes, we're going to go with no, and no coconut is safe around me, and Shaun is not pro coconut. So I think that's a
Proconut.
Proconut. There you go.
I am proconut. Gabrielle from France wants to know if we
Go ahead,
ever...
French.
What's that?
You gotta say it.
Where's your accent, man?
French.
Oh, jeez. All right, I'll do it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever think of doing music together again? I don't know.
Oh my god,
that was good. That was
really good.
Listen,
wow.
And I apologize to the people of France. I watch a lot of Poirot, and
wow.
These things, my little gray cells. I mean, that's as far as I can go with it. But yeah, did we ever think about doing music again? Gabby from France, we did.
Yeah.
but we did this instead.
I think this is working out better.
I think it's working out a lot better.
Yeah.
You know why? I don't have to lift any bass gear up flights of stairs.
This is true. Wait, real quick. Did you see what fucking Ampeg announced at NAMM?
What was it besides that like wall?
It's an 11-foot tall cabinet.
Oh my god.
I know.
It was like 11. It was 11 by 36 or something. It was like 36 10-inch
Holy
speakers.
Fuck.
Yeah.
I want one.
Well, yeah. Now I want one too.
I want it so bad. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, how many heads do you think you'd need to power that up?
I think it's just the one. I think it's just a fucking wall of plywood, and there's one speaker inside. I think it's like 115 probably. It's like a Shea Stadium amp. I love it.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. It takes up half the stage. Could you imagine the roadie having to lift that? How many roadies do you think you need to lift that amp?
Well, it depends. If you're playing King Tut's in Glasgow, you need one guy.
Yeah,
that motherfucker.
Only one.
They're fine.
Only
They're fine
one.
with that. But I would like to see a stage setup that amp, and then like 2 guitar combos. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like so overcompensating.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it's amazing.
Yeah. My God. I saw the picture of it and the person standing next to it. Of course, they picked like the smallest possible person to stand next to it.
You don't know that. That dude was
You
huge.
don't know that.
That's Jason Momoa. He was still coming up short.
No, I think, you know what? It's funny. There's a to go back to the question. I think that there's a few songs that I wish we could have like recorded in a proper way.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah.
Agreed.
Hey, we're not dead yet.
There you go. That's your answer. Crystal from Rio de Janeiro, and I'm not. I
Come
wouldn't
on,
even
do
know
the
where to begin.
accent.
I wouldn't even know where to begin with this.
Just
Portuguese, right?
Do something.
Oh God.
Just try.
No, I'm going to take a pass on this one.
All right.
Crystal from Rio de Janeiro wants to know, Frank, when are you coming to Brazil?
We just announced that.
Well, there you go.
So there you go.
See, you ask a question, you receive an
Yeah,
answer,
yeah.
Crystal.
We're playing Sao Paulo in April, I believe.
Very cool.
Yeah, I know.
That was like the perfect question.
There you go. See? Psh, done.
See, easy. So, some answers are easier than others, kids. Olivia wants to know, and she's from North Carolina, what inspired us to start the podcast? Was it spur of the moment, or did we plan this?
Definitely not planned.
Nope.
Right. Well, I mean, yeah, you got to plan a little bit.
Yeah,
Because
we
you have
planned
to have a
little bit.
microphone
Yeah.
and a recording device.
Yeah, to
but
buy
like
some
it
gear.
was like, yeah, it was one of those things where I think we had breakfast one day and we're like, we should just do a podcast.
Yeah.
And then we had one more breakfast and planned the day to start it. And now we're here.
So we're going to end this episode with one more question. It's actually, I feel like a normal question. Not like any of your other questions weren't that normal. I mean, maybe not the coconut one, but it still was my favorite.
I like that one.
Ketavan.
I'm sorry, what?
Ketavan.
What?
I'm saying it as I'm reading it.
All
So, all right, what was on?
Do you have any tips for teens who are going into the music industry?
No, wait, we want the name again.
What's the name?
Ketavan.
All right.
Kete Van.
Oh, Ketavan.
Just go with it, man.
Got it.
Listen, you should hear how I pronounce fantasy names. It's like right up there with Menzo Baranzan. and that only took me like 3 months to learn how to say properly. But yeah, Ketavan wants to know if you have any tips for teens who are going into the music industry.
Wow.
Don't.
Yeah. Tips for teens.
Tips for teens. That's like a whole segment on its own.
Oh my God.
Tips for
That
teens.
sounds like a segment that
we shouldn't do.
No.
We
You
should
should
never
never
do.
touch.
Sorry,
yeah, no. Yeah. No. Oh, Jesus. Sorry. That you want to get into music. Jesus. I feel like
learn how to play an instrument, right? I mean, there's
Yeah.
a lot of shit that you don't even have to play anymore.
it's true. It's true.
I guess it does. I mean, you could still,
could do whatever you
you
yeah,
could still do shit.
do whatever. I guess it's got to start from having something to say and playing from the heart, whether it's, making noise on a laptop or banging pots and pans together or learning how to play an instrument, Yeah, just, I guess, don't be full of shit, kind of thing. Do
Yeah.
it for the right reasons. Do it because you have to do it, not because you think you're going to get anything out of it.
Yeah, don't do it because you think you're going to suddenly become rich and famous. Do it because you wake up every day and that's the feeling in your heart that you need to do something creative and have fun with it. Make sure you have fucking fun with it. And make sure you
Seriously.
surround yourself with the right people who are aligned with the kind of things that you want to do, and not in like an ego way, just that they're easy to get along with. Because if you're having fun with your friends, you're going to make something better always.
I agree.
Anything, Sean?
You guys, I mean, you
Hey.
guys nailed it. You guys are just on.
So thanks for joining us
Just
for this episode.
just don't bang on coconuts.
Hey man, if you get a mic and some filters,
Just
you
milk-
can make it sound pretty
Milk
good.
and coconuts.
So thanks for joining us for this episode of the Casual Interactions Podcast. Until we meet again, hold on to your friends.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, review, and subscribe to the podcast. Every review helps other listeners find us. Casual Interactions is a ham-fisted production. Music by Dead Go West. Art by Stephen Blay.